first on mindset training. As you see here, we have Mount Wrestling. I know I talked a little bit with Jalen and Lenoris during tutoring about this, but I want to give you all the kids the journey, so once I understand your goals, I can understand how to coach you a little better and figure out where you want to be. So right now, this is the bottom of the mountain. You know, if you're going to climb a mountain, you got to start at the bottom, climb your way up. Everybody still following? And if somebody climbs a mountain, they don't all just climb it, especially if it's a big one. You don't climb it all in a day. You climb up to a spot, you stay there. It's called base camp. You set up for a couple days, maybe a week. Once you're comfortable, your body acclimates to the higher altitude, then your body's prepared to go up to the next level and you can keep climbing the mountain. So right now, a lot of you are in this stage, ignition, or the rest of the team. Ignition is, it got you into the room. Ignition is what brought you here today. Somewhere along the lines, somebody has told you to come out for the wrestling team, whether it's to make you better for football, whether it's to get your own personal growth physically, you want to lose some weight, you want to gain some muscle, whether it's to help you with your social things, maybe you got some anger problems you want to go with, maybe it's to help you with drug issues, maybe you just want to try something new. So whatever it is that got you in the door, that's your ignition. That's the most important part. Without that, then you never start your journey. Number 2 is where we got to get the rest of the team to. That's commitment. That's showing up on a regular, every day. As kids will tell you, the ones that show up every day, they start to get good. The more you show up, the better you're going to start to be at wrestling. Because when I'm teaching moves, you know it's a system-based learning. So we start out with the easy stuff. In the middle of the year, we start adding some things in. But if you're missing those easy, basic moves, you're not going to be able to get to the higher level of the moves. So that's why we need you here every day. If you see a kid in school, encourage them to come to practice. Be leaders. A lot of the kids at Tech, I know they look up to you guys, and when I was over at the Arts, I saw the same thing. That's how you help get a lot of your friends out here. Mosan and K Blue, I give you a lot of credit. That's a big addition to the team. We got these guys, if we could keep them now, then we win the city. I thoroughly believe that. You guys know you just came out both getting first place. You've been showing up. You're getting better. You guys are here. The level we want to get you at next is discipline. You don't need to love coming to practice every day. There's going to be a handful of you that do. I know I was just talking to Jayla. He really enjoys wrestling practice. That's great. It makes it a lot easier. So when you skip, say, oh, do you want to come to McDonald's? No, I like wrestling. I'm going to show up to that practice. Even if some of the days are hard, it's like today, big snowstorm outside, it's easy to hop on that school bus and go home. It takes discipline to show up and get better today at practice. So that's what you need to start practicing. Practice good habits. Even if you can't make it to practice, like yesterday, Kate Blue couldn't make it, he sent me a message. Same thing with Corey. Saying Chris couldn't make it Saturday, he sent me a message. That's fine. What we're training for you is when you get a job later on, if you don't go to your job and you don't call them and tell them you're not coming, you don't have a job anymore. You're fired. So if I want to teach you kids, prepare you for the real world, whether it's college, military, or work, these are the skills that is going to help you get there. So the discipline, you need to start getting on yourself because your parents can only bring you so far. As a coach, I can only bring you so far. I can tell you, oh, Rashad, you going to make it today? You can say, yeah, coach, I'll be there. But at the end of practice, if he doesn't get himself there, I can only push him so far. So you got to start disciplining yourself. Miguel has been a great example of that. His discipline has went up from here to already here this year. And I see his wrestlers getting there. He's showing up every day. This man's going to make something of himself this year. All you can have that same thing. You control whether you show up to practice or not. I understand family things come up here and there. That's all right, families first. But on the days where you can be here, control yourself and make sure that you get in this practice room. The growth mindset aspect is when you come in here for these 2 hours, be ready to learn. Whether it's me, Coach B, Cedric, Corey, Roger, if they come in, be ready to learn. We're all taking times out of our life. And if you don't know something, don't be afraid to ask questions. That's how you get better. I want you kids trying moves in practice, making mistakes, so that when you go out to a match, we fix your mistakes, you use your positive habits into that match. That's what the practice room is for. So that's what you kids need to start doing in here. After you get those stuff down, now it's time to practice. This is the hard part. A lot of kids don't make it to level 2. Well, a lot of kids in this room are not even at level 2 yet. We're still at ignition. There's very few of you that are in here that are disciplined to coming up every day. It's the ones that have been showing up. I keep attendance. You can look on my records. I mark a check every day when you're here. This is where you can be. Step 4 is practice. Now you got all this stuff, you're in here. Practice hard. You know to complete a move the right way. You got to do it 10,000 times. You got to do it 10,000 times correctly. That takes some discipline. You need to be in the practice room in order to get those things done. So now we got through that. Now we can start our competition. You see we're already halfway up the mountain. We haven't even wrestled a match yet. The hard part is getting you to this point where you're ready to wrestle. Once you get on the mat, that's the fun part. That's the easy part. As you shake hands, all the nerves go away. Now you're showing your moves. Now you're flowing. That's the fun part. But it's hard. A lot of kids don't get to there. So when we start competing, level 1's the city. You want to dominate Milwaukee first. You all have the potential in this room to be a city champion, whether it's on the varsity level, whether it's the JV level, whatever it is, you all have that potential. That's where you start. So you want to start beating the Milwaukee kids. Once you beat the Milwaukee kids, then you look at regionals and sectionals. Some of you in here have already been to sectionals. I know Jalen already won regionals last year. So that's your next step on the charts. You can't be in the regionals and sectionals if you're not doing well in your city. Now, you don't have to take first place in the city to go to regionals or sectionals, but it helps. You want to dominate your competition first. The kids in Milwaukee are just like us. If you keep doing good, then you can go to the state level. A few of you in here have wrestled at state, freestyle and Greco, but you still have that big state experience in the Dells. That's going to come in handy for you later on in the year. Nationals, we haven't had anybody in this room yet, but I have coached kids at nationals. That's the next step. The world team would be after that, and it gets you to a world title. It would be amazing. But what I'm telling you is every kid in this room has that opportunity. I wish I could go have that opportunity. My time has passed. Lemmer might still have a little gas in his tank. I'm not sure. He might make one more run at the world team. I know my time is done. I'm here to coach you kids. All of you have that chance. Are all you going to make it there? No. Just being honest with statistics, but you all have the chance to. And I want you to realize that you have that chance. The only thing holding a lot of you back is you. Showing up every day, getting in this practice room. It's going to take you setting goals, growth mindset, discipline. The last thing I'm going to say is, like I said in the beginning, we don't go right up the mountain. It's a journey. It's going to be a grind. Some days are going to be harder. Start to like that grind, start to embrace it, and it's not only going to help you be a better wrestler, it's going to help you be a better student, it's going to help you be a better person, it's going to help you be an all-around better man, woman. Everybody understand? We got any questions, or are we ready to get into practice? Good. I just want you guys to get a good mindset, get back up, partner up, let's start some practice.